Your next big blessings is today's timeless pick a card. If you like it over here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified of future uploads on the channel. And of course, hit like so that you can support the channel. Okay, so we have 3 options today. Option 1 on the left, the 7 of Swords. Option 2 in the middle, 4 of Pentacles. And option 3 on the right hand side, 9 of Pentacles. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box, so if you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the 7 of Swords. This is going to be your reading. So the question is, what are your next big blessings? 7 of Swords. Okay, so maybe you could be prone to self-sabotage on some level. It could be that you could have the habit of negative thinking, or maybe you're trying to get out of that habit. It could be that this sabotage has something to do with some form of addiction or something toxic. It could be a substance, it could be relationships, codependencies, it could be a thought pattern or some behavior pattern that you know is not healthy for you that leads you to sabotaging your blessings, possibly. If that is the case, you can turn things around with positive affirmations, positive self-concept. If you're having trouble with reprogramming the way you're thinking, you can try my affirmation meditations for 7 weeks. That's how long it takes to make or break a habit, okay? And negative thinking is a habit that you can break, okay? Whether you believe that right now or not, that is possible. So that may be the first message you need to hear. And if you do need those affirmation meditations, I'm going to leave them both as a suggestion at the end of this pile. It's going to show up like in a little gray box that you can click on. That would lead you directly to those affirmations. It could be that you're blocking your blessings right now for some reason or another. But there are blessings coming in. I do feel that. Because I do feel that you're going to turn this around. And you're probably here at this reading because that's going to help you turn this around. Who knows? Okay, so we have the number 7 here. Could be relevant to you. And it says, what? Look, Amethyst Deceiver. Amethyst Deceiver. So here's the thing. You've been deceived into thinking that by doing things a certain way, or taking substances, or being in certain relationships, or behaving a certain way, or thinking a certain way was the right way, when it was in fact toxic. And because amethyst, here I was going on about getting rid of toxicity. And you know, amethyst is a crystal that actually helps with detoxifying and getting rid of addictions. So that to me is just confirming what I just said. And you're deceiving yourself in some way, shape, or form. Or you're being deceived into thinking a certain way. There's something going on here with deceptive thinking or deceptive influences. Could be people who are keeping, it's like if you believe these people, if they're people, right, or person, they're keeping you stuck in a cycle of deception, like, oh, this is good for you, whatever this is. And there's a toxic behavior. Let's say it's a toxic behavior. And this person makes you think that it's actually healthy, either for you as a couple or as a friend. Maybe your friends, you may have friends who deceived you into, I don't know, some form of a substance or drinking, telling you that it's cool. I don't know when this started or what this is. It could be a plethora of things for whoever's watching this, and you know what it is for you, okay? But again, oh, here's the big, yeah, by getting rid of this toxicity, by getting rid of these addictions, that's going to open up your blessings. Okay, that's your very first message. So it's almost like, have a look at your life, have a look at what you're doing, how you're thinking, right? Who you're relating to, and write it down on paper if it helps you, but really take a look at when you drink, how do you feel after? When you didn't drink, were you more productive? Were you making more money, for example? When you relate to this person, how do you feel after? When you think these thoughts, what happens after? And start, you can do this like a daily journal and track your entries as if it were even, like your diet, or what are you eating, right? And then how did you feel after you ate that? And a few days, weeks from now, you're going to see that there's some kind of a pattern. What were your thoughts that day? Why were you thinking that? That kind of thing. And you're going to start to see a pattern, either in your behavior or your way of thinking, or in codependencies or relationships. I feel there's something here that needs to be tackled that is right now acting as a blocker to your blessings coming in. And you know what it is, because you just know what it is, okay? Out of all these things, it's got to be one of these things for you. And of course, if you're saying, no, I do everything right, and I have a healthy mindset, and I'm always thinking, positive thoughts about myself and what I believe is possible, then you may have come to the wrong pile. And then you can click on another pile. So let's see, furred and feathered friends, your next big blessings. The number 27 could be relevant, and the number 9. So it could be something about friends. Doesn't have to be animals. For some of you, you're going to get a new animal, or maybe that's something you've been wanting or waiting for. For others of you, you have an animal totem, or there's this animal that visits you either in your dreams or at your door, or you see this animal a lot, and that's your spirit animal. So if you have a spirit animal totem, whatever that is, look into the symbology, okay? Look into the symbology, because that animal, like if it's a lion, like this lion here, it could be, if you're seeing lions a lot, or it could be that you're being encouraged to work on your self-worth, your strength, your solar plexus chakra. And what's interesting about the solar plexus chakra is that it's the chakra, is our energy center that connects us to other people on this 3D plane and their energy. So that's where we exchange energy. That's where we feel the hit of energy from other people, even if they don't open their mouth, whether it's good or bad, right? We feel it immediately. And it either drains us, or it makes us stay neutral, or it gives us energy, right? And so it's like, analyze your solar plexus chakra when you're around people. Who drains you, who keeps you neutral, and who gives you energy, right? And if someone's giving you energy, ask yourself, are they feeling drained by you, and vice versa, right? Because optimally, you would feel neutral or energized around someone. But drained is never a good thing, unless in small doses, because sometimes people need us, right? People are going through things temporarily and they need our help, and that can be draining at times, just because they don't know how to help themselves and they're going through it and they need. But it's almost like you need to dose that and refill your energy, if that makes sense. Neutral. And also, I'm seeing garments like cotton and linen. Actually, sorry, cotton. Cotton will be neutral for human beings. If you just wear cotton, you will stay neutral. It doesn't take from your energy, it doesn't give. If you're wearing linen or wool, and this has to be separately, otherwise they will cancel themselves out. They will give you energy. All other fabrics will take energy from you, okay? So that's maybe something you need to know. But for some of you, you're getting a pet, or you're getting the blessing of working with animals in some way, accepted into a program or a zoo or a wildlife conservation program. I don't know what this is, but it could be something you're waiting for, or marine biologist, or I don't know. This could be something to do with animals that you're waiting for. It could be a farm. It could be having your own farm. Take what resonates here. It's a blessing that's for you, okay? And you could be sabotaging this with negative thinking or all the other things that I said before. It could just be that you're gonna realize that animals are coming closer and closer to you because they like your energy. And that would be a sign that you are high vibrational. I do see that one of the blessings here is you raising your vibration and the consequence of letting go of certain things that are toxic. And as you do that, you're going to start noticing animals becoming closer to you, and that's your sign that you are already letting go of the toxicity, if that makes sense. 4th house. Okay, so something about your home will have blessings in your home, your household. It could be a blessing about your childhood or your past, your family possibly, or your background. Could be that you're tapping into the past and retrieving something that you will be able to use now as a blessing. You could have a blessing in terms of real estate, like a new home, or just have time to take care of yourself and rejuvenate and rest. Maybe you're going to have the time to rest and rejuvenate. We have Aries here. You could have strong Aries in your chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, possibly Cancerian energy as well in those placements, or maybe South Node, North Node, Midheaven. And we have Neptune, dreams. So you could be getting a lot of dreams that are giving you signs and synchronicities. You're going to be blessed with more of a rich imagination. If you were lacking in imagination, you're going to get more. You're going to be imagining more things. And when you imagine more things, that is the very beginning of a process of creation, okay? Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, so a blessing of love in your home, or more loving people around you, more loving friends, the friends of your dreams, the home of your dreams. I see you having more energy to take care of your home, to pursue your dreams as well. For some of you, you're going to get started on something you've been dreaming about doing. Saturn, wisdom. Yeah, you have the wisdom to do this, and you will have the discipline. It seems like you are quite ambitious. And it seems like your dreams and ambitions here are at the forefront. Dreams and ambitions. But there's Saturn here is acting like a block. So again, it's your fears, your self-sabotage that is creating difficulties and restraints. So if you're experiencing difficulties and restraints about having your dreams and ambitions happen, it's because you're being stopped with fear. You're stopping yourself either with fear or toxic behaviors. And when we have toxic behaviors or toxic thoughts, behavior patterns and such, it all stems from fear. So it seems like 6th house, it seems like you're going to be doing something. You're going to organize yourself in a way that you're going to be able to promote a healthier lifestyle or a healthy thinking pattern. And it seems to be all tied in, like by detoxing your body, giving your body healthy stuff to ingest, and or sleeping, getting your vitamin D through the sun, or otherwise if you can't get direct sun, right? Exercising, getting into the habit of relating to people who are more high vibrational. It's like this orchestra coming together, and you have to, it seems like there's a healthier way of doing things, and you're going to be tapping into that. 12th house, surrender. It's like you're surrendering to the fact that there are things that really need to go, and you cannot hold on to them anymore because your body simply does not process things the same way. And what you used to be able to eat or do very much and very without many consequences now have bigger consequences on your productivity, on your energy levels, on your mind and how it works, like feeling positive in the way you're thinking. Virgo, again, You're alchemizing right now. The biggest blessing I see here for you guys is that you are able to alchemize. You're transmuting all the negatives into positive in your life, which is beautiful. And this is in all areas of your life. It's your home, it's your relationships, it's your body, it's your moods, your mind, your emotions, your soul. You're doing it all in tandem. And because of that, you're becoming more aligned, more efficient, healthier. And this discipline is going to pay off. Discipline really is freedom, and you're going to have proof of this. So you could have Virgo in your chart strongly, Pisces, possibly Capricorn, possibly Cancerian, Aries, as I said before, Uranus. Yes, this is like you're breaking free from a past way of doing things, because you're going to have some kind of epiphany that's going to wake you up to the fact that you just have to do this, and you're going to. You're going to have some kind of a breakthrough, a realization about what you need to do. And the thing is, you're going to jump on it. You're not even going to question it. You're just going to do it, because you're having some kind of awakening about how being disciplined is going to lead you to freedom. If you are organized, let's say you organize your clothes, your body, what you're eating, and it's all healthy. The clothes you're wearing are healthy. You don't have too many maybe, or you just have the right amount, the right clothes for you, and you're eating the right things, and you get into this habit of doing so, it just becomes normal to you. And that's what I'm seeing. And once it becomes normal to you, and once you've disciplined yourself in this way, you can take yourself anywhere around the world. You take these habits with you, you take all of this stuff that you've already organized, and then you can be free, because then wherever you are, you will be able to maintain these habits. So far, it seems like you've done a good job at creating these habits. And because of that, you're going to start getting your blessings. Or maybe this is a process you're starting to go through right now. You could have Leo in your chart, and we have the Lover there. So for some of you, there's a surprise lover coming your way in a very unexpected way, out of the blue, like a total surprise for some of you. If that's something you want, a lover is coming. Someone who is expressive, creative, loving, warm, playful, flirtatious, and very confident. This person is also very good looking. Okay? 11th house. And it seems like you share the same ideals or ideas, or you have a good mental connection, good banter. It seems like you could almost as well end up working together on something that is really big, and it's going to impact a lot of people, or reach a lot of people as well. The number 11 could be relevant. Aquarius could be energy. Aquarius could be energy. Aquarius could be relevant. This could start as a friend. Now, if this is not a lover that you're wanting here, there's a new friendship group or new friends or a new big endeavor that you're going to be starting or a part of. This 11th house is also about a long-term goal that you may have had. You're finally achieving that long-term goal, and it's going to happen very quickly, out of the blue, unexpectedly. And the way it happens, you weren't expecting this to happen the way it happens, but it does. And you could even meet a lover through that group effort or that opportunity or that thing that you're going to do, whatever this is. It seems like it's a big thing. The Sun. Okay, your next big blessing, happiness, growth. Everything you touch turning to gold, celebrations. But also more self-awareness of what you need to do to transmute negative into positive so that you can get here. And that's the joy that I see. That's you raising the vibration to this level of joy, frequency of joy. That's what I'm seeing here with the Sun. And love. Oh my gosh. You're definitely raising your vibration, and that, I would say, is the biggest blessing of them all, because that will open you up to all other blessings. Love and joy. It seems like you're going from this self-sabotaging fear mode into, and that's at the bottom of the scale of vibration, right? You're going all the way up here to joy and love. And we have 8th house, intimacy. So there could be someone whom you will be or are very deeply connected to on an intimate level. For some of you, there's love and intimacy here, meaning good times in the bedroom, okay? I'm not going to say a lot more about that. You know what it means. Someone here could have Scorpio in their chart strongly. Libra also, Taurus and Leo. Interesting. I see improvements when it comes to your sex life. I do see you getting good returns for whatever you're investing in as well. For some of you, there's a business partnership here, possibly with a lover, okay? Where you get into business together. 8 of Swords. If you get into business with a partner, like a business partner and a lover here, I do see this going really well. I see you getting a lot of clients, a lot of sales, a lot of whatever this is that you do. The number 8 could be very relevant to you because we have 88, angel number 88. Go look it up. The biggest blessing after the blessing of you raising your vibration will be entering a state of stable prosperity. So where prosperity comes to you very stably and all the time. There's no ups and downs when it comes to money, okay? I am seeing you very busy. Probably traveling a lot, communicating a lot with people. And this is the 8 of Swords. I don't know why I was reading the 8 of Wands. Obviously, it was meant to be that way. A lot of thinking. Oh, okay. An obsession. Because we have obsession here with the 8th house, and we have the 8 of Swords, which is obsessive thinking. Obsessive thinking. 7 of Cups. Okay, I know what this is. This is to tell you that thinking too much will keep you in a state of confusion with the 7 of Cups. So that is like, it's almost like an explanation of how you have been sabotaging or self-sabotaging. It's probably overthinking that is leading to confusion. It's about thinking too much and not tapping to your intuition. That seems to have been the problem for you so far. So if you want to tap into these blessings, one of the big things that you need to tackle is your overthinking. Because what happens is, let's say you have a first intuitive hit. How is the first intuitive hit? It's that feeling that you get about something or someone, right? Could be a circumstance, a person, a situation, a place, whatever it is. You get that first hit of how you feel about it. You either feel really good about it or you feel really bad about it. If you feel really good about it, what happens is that your mind can come in, your ego, your fears coming in with all the ways of how that can be wrong or go wrong for you based on things that have happened in the past, things that have happened to other people. Now, of course, if you're facing immediate danger, right, like life-threatening danger, like, oh my gosh, this is a matter of life or death, unless you're someone who is afraid of, change or looking at things from a different perspective, this is to put things in perspective for you. Like, when you go into your mind too much and overthink things, you could be ruining a good thing, right? Because just because it happened to other people, just because it happened to you in the past, of course there are patterns, and sometimes certain things happen to certain people, but every situation is different. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that it's like you're having this epiphany of, wait a second, just because it happened to that person doesn't mean it's going to happen to me. If I have the right tools, I have a good brain, why should it happen to me? Let me see what that person did and how they did it and why it didn't go well for them. But again, overanalyzing and on the same, when you're playing the same tune or playing on the same keys and you're not analyzing things from a broader perspective. So here what's being asked of you, and I think this is what's going to happen, is that you're going to zoom out and you're going to start connecting new dots. So there's a sense of zooming out in your perspective and having a wider perspective of things. And that's your awakening right there. And that's what's going to lead you to this Ace of Pentacles, a new, prosperous, long-lasting beginning. It could involve a new business, a new job, a relocation somewhere to a new home, a new city, a new country, a new continent altogether maybe. But it's like a change in material circumstances that is setting you in a direction of more prosperity that is more stable. But it comes with a change in how you're thinking, a limited or rigid belief system that you may have. The Star, and that's how you're going to reach your long-term goals and dreams, and you're going to start to feel more hopeful as well. So you're giving yourself the chance to see things from a different perspective. You're having an awakening that is leading you in the direction of stable prosperity and all your wishes coming true, actually. Judgment. But this, it's like right now, the biggest blessing is that you're calling judgment on yourself and you're making a big life-changing decision that is going to, of course, change your life, but it's going to give you a second lease on life, a second chance at life, at building the life that you want the way you want it. The number 20 could be relevant, the number 17 and the number 8. Now we have the number 888 3 times 8. So angel number 888, go check it out. This whole reading is telling you that the biggest blessing is stable prosperity, and it's because of a shift in your belief system and allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective, letting go of toxic habits, toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors, to give way to a healthier way of being so that you can create this new beginning that is going to affect your material life very positively. Could be your home, could be where you live, it could be the people you relate to, it could be a new job, a new business, a new place, a new country, right? We have prosperity lies ahead. So that is your confirmation. You're having a new beginning where prosperity lies ahead. And there's a new beginning here for you in the first week of May, okay? I do see the first week of May being very strong here for this new beginning. Until then, it seems like you're going to be moving things around. There's a lot of moving parts here, like the first one being alchemizing, transmuting negative into positive thoughts and behaviors, so that you can start working on the rest that I see here. So that's quite beautiful, option 1. That was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And for extra content, I have Patreon. I just uploaded recently a channeled message over there. We also have collective messages and pick-a-cards over there. So if you want to check it out, it's in the description box, the link to my Patreon. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome, option 2. You guys chose the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so your next big blessings. So it says the king oyster. So something about kings and oysters could be significant. That is a mushroom, obviously, the king oyster. Some of you may like oysters. There could be something to do with oysters. King. 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you're saving money for something, or maybe you're holding on too tightly to something. The number 4 could be significant. Are you getting organized for something? You're getting organized for something, saving money for something, holding on too tightly to something. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so if this is about money, if you're holding too tightly, one thing is to save money. Okay? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Another thing is to hold on too tightly to money, in which case that could create resistance to bringing in more money. It's like energy, right? Let's say you have something that you have to pay, right? It's like a bill. Let's say it's an obligation that you have. And you have the money to pay the bill, right? I'm not talking about if you don't have. Let's say you have the money to pay the bill and you're saving money, right? You're already doing all this. But you're like paying the bill almost like, no, I don't want to pay that bill. Why do I have to pay this? Oh my gosh, here I am, and then I won't have money and I'm poor. And if you're in that mindset, that needs to change right now, because that's what's creating resistance to your blessings coming in, okay? That energy is the energy of saying, I don't have. And then when you tell the universe you don't have something, the universe will agree with you. Yeah, you don't. And that's it. Right? Case closed. But if you pay your bills and say, let's say, or you go for a cup of coffee and you pay your coffee. Oh, this is so expensive, or whatever, or I wish I didn't have to, whatever. No, the energy you transfer onto the money or your card or when you're paying is, I'm so grateful I can pay for this. I'm so grateful I have the money to pay for this. I'm sure there's always more, right? I always have enough. I always have more than enough money. That is the mindset. Or I'm so grateful I'm able to pay these bills. Because there's a lot of people who aren't. So if you're in the mindset of, oh, I have to pay this, right? Or if you're speaking negatively about your financial situation, it's time to change. Either way, you could be saving for something. You could be holding on too tightly to something. But let's see what your reading is about. I want to know what blessings are coming in for you. She of the Lotus. Okay, I understand. Now, this is either your reading or not. If you don't feel this energy is for you at all, click on another video. Maybe another video or another pile right now. But if you feel this is your energy, like you're saving for something or you're holding on too tightly for something, onto something, or you have like this weird relationship with money. It's not weird. A lot of people have it. Most people. And let's not manifest that. A lot of people do. Anyway, then this is your reading. And the reason why you're that way is because with the Lotus here, it's telling me that you've been through it. You've been through a lot, and possibly that affected your finances, or the fact that you didn't have finances affected your life very much. So I would say you've been through some murky circumstances. You've been through some trials and tribulations, some challenges, some obstacles in your life, and probably all connected to money. And part of it, yes, may be what you were born into, possibly, or, and that created a mindset in you that you can change at any time, right? Or you just created these obstacles out of the way you were thinking, and you kept feeding into those thoughts, and it just grew, right? I see you've cried a lot. You've definitely been through a lot. But here's the thing. With the Lotus here, this is telling me that you've either already risen from the murkiness or you're about to. If you are right now feeling like you're in these murky circumstances, I am here to tell you your next big blessing, one of your next big blessings, is that you're going to get yourself out of these circumstances. And when you do, my gosh, people are going to say, that person really, really turned obstacles into stepping stones. What I'm seeing here for you is it's not what happened to you, it's what you do with it moving forward. And I do believe that you either did or you will be very smart about how you move forward, and you're going to take responsibility for your present and your future without bringing and dragging a negative past into that reality, is what I'm seeing here. Wow, this is wonderful. The number 43 and the number 7 could be relevant here. It seems like you're going to be addressing your own dissonance. You're going to be doing some shadow work here, or maybe you have, and because of that, you're getting these blessings here, okay? You're going to start to see your downfalls as the flip side of your superpowers. You're really going to turn obstacles into stepping stones. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing here. You're going to take the power away from any negativity, any triggers. Even if other people trigger you, let's say people tell you negative things about yourself or your situation, you're going to take the power away from these people because you're going to ignore what they're saying. You're going to bring the light into those dark corners of your life. It's really beautiful energy. You could have strong Scorpio in your chart. I feel you're going to go through a total death and rebirth and regeneration in your life. You're going to transform your life in a way that is, you're very resourceful. You're definitely going to destroy one way of living, and you're going to create a new one. And you're going to leave everyone guessing, how did you do this? How did you do this? And I think a lot of what you're going to do is in secret. You're going to turn your life around in a powerful way because you're very powerful. I can see you're a very powerful person. You could have strong Gemini in your chart. And the butterfly here is confirming this big transformation, regeneration, death and rebirth. You're coming out as a lotus, shining and beautiful. And people don't see this coming. It's like the way you do this is so smart and it's so brilliant, actually. You're brilliant. And you're not giving up on yourself. You've been restless about this. You've been making the changes and adjustments that you need to make. You've probably been attending seminars or courses or learning about how to do this. And you're going to make it happen. And you know what? Other people are going to be curious about. It's almost like you're going to tell your story after you achieve this thing, whatever this is. The numinous, but you're going to do it in secret. And with that amethyst there could be messages in pile 1 for you. But this is telling me that a lot of what you're doing to turn your life around has to do with letting go of bad habits or negative thinking, like negative belief system or a negative belief pattern or thought pattern or behavior pattern or substances or codependencies, people. You're starting at a very, very deep level. You're starting at your core. The big turnaround is happening energetically within you at a soul level. It's like you're reconnecting to your soul, and because of that, you're reclaiming your power. With the king there's something about putting your crown back on your own head, even if no one else does. You're going to do this. Your psychic abilities are through the roof. Your intuition is amazing. Very strong crown chakra. You're very claircognizant. You have a very strong inner knowing. And you're stepping into your destiny. And stepping into your destiny has required you to do this work that has been uncomfortable. It's not been comfortable. I don't think you ever thought you were capable of this transformation and turning your life around this way. But once you started the process, you realize that, first of all, this discomfort. So moving into your purpose is moving out of a comfort zone, which is what I think you're doing here. And this is a temporary position to be in, because where your biggest blessing is living the most fulfilling life you could live. That is your blessing, because you're going to step into your purpose, what you are supposed to be doing, where you are supposed to be, who you are supposed to be with, who you are supposed to be. And it's been a learning curve, and you're learning a lot about what you need to let go of, how you need to let go of these things, you know, how you manifest from here onwards. And you're doing a really good job at that. Pluto transformation, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. You're going through some very intense, it's like taking everything out of you at the same time. You're really tapping into each and every one of your inner resources right now. I'm sure you must be so driven, but so exhausted at the same time. Because you're stepping into a new life altogether. And again, it may be that you're taking the road less traveled, okay? And it could ruffle some feathers around you. There could be people who don't agree with you or don't like this or whatever, go against you. But it's like this is something you have to do. And for you to get to this point where you're doing something this extreme, because it seems extreme to the life that you have been holding on to, it's quite extreme. Especially to your community, is how they've always been used to seeing you. You're going to see a different you now, the true you, the you that's been in there, that you've been dampening or putting or it's been repressed or oppressed. You're coming out. You're coming out with your truth, how you want to live, who you want to be, who you are. This is me. Now take it or leave it. 5th house. And you're about to feel a lot more passionate about life. And you're about to get a lot more creative as well. Life is going to be more pleasurable in general. It could be that you're attracting new love, a playful kind of love, a light, childlike, sweet kind of love. Also a lot of passion, a passionate love, where you both have a lot of fun with each other. That's one thing that you could be attracting, romance for sure. Aquarius, and it says innovator, because you're doing things differently. You're innovating. When it comes to your life, you're doing a 180. You're like, okay, let me try things this way. You're experimenting. You're freeing yourself from your own restrictions. Yeah, it's a power move. It's like pow. People are not gonna see this coming. The moon, yeah, because you're hiding it well. You've been hiding your feelings. You've been hiding yourself out of fear, out of subconscious triggers or subconscious programming that was running you. But you're doing this because you need this right now. Like, it's your sustenance. You need this freedom right now to be this person. And it may ruffle emotions around you, okay? Something about keeping yourself stuck in some kind of, or holding on to something so tightly and strongly was messing with your moods. If you had up and down moods, it was because you weren't being true to your soul here. And so you're aligning with your soul right now. Libra could be somewhere strongly in your chart. The idealist, the ideal life. Creating the ideal life for yourself. Now, the ideal life for yourself doesn't mean it's going to be the ideal life for someone else, okay? It's your ideal life. Maybe you've been people-pleasing up until now. But it's created probably somewhat of an external harmony, but there was an internal disharmony, which was creating dissonance on the external, where everything should seem harmonious. There was some form of tension because of something unspoken that you kept to yourself, but it kept growing within you, and it made you, it's like your comfort zone became increasingly more uncomfortable. Sextile, opportunity. You're going to have like a window of opportunity here to do this. To collaborate with someone else, to synergize your talents, your skills, your life with someone else. You're being welcomed into a new reality here. But yeah. And you know what? There could be some complexities to this path that you're taking. But it's like you're going to find the missing puzzle piece to what has been irritating you, where you have been missing the mark, what adjustments you need to make, why you were clashing with things you were holding on to. It's going to make sense. 7th house, something about a partnership. Could be a romantic relationship, could be marriage. For some of you, there's a blessing of a partnership here where two people are responsible but also have a lot of fun together. It's like your best friend, your favorite person. If you're gonna get married, if there's someone here in your life that you're gonna get married to, this is gonna be your favorite person. This is the person with whom you're gonna want to spend more time with, because this is a person that checks all the boxes for you. They're your friend, they're your nurturer, they're your protector, they are your brainstormer, companion, maybe possibly even business partner. It's good in the bedroom. It's you are able to have fun together. You like the way you're very physically attracted to each other, and you're in it to stay. And that's, see, where the ups and downs and disharmony, we have a balance here. We have a balanced scale. It's an all-in-one relationship. Like, if you had to choose one person on earth, you would choose this person. 10th house, and together you'll be a power couple. Now, for others of you, this is the ideal business partner, okay? It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. For most of you, it's going to be the romantic partner. For some of you, you're going to get married as your big blessing. And it's a blessing because this person actually adds to your life and doesn't take. Capricorn, Libra energy, Leo. Power couple status together. There's 2 thrones there, not just one. And this is a 10th house of visibility and career. Has nothing to do with relationships. But if this is a business partnership, you're both going to go up and you're going to be acknowledged and you're going to achieve a lot, possibly fame, okay? You're definitely creating an empire and leaving a legacy. If this is a romantic partner who's also a business partner, you're both going to sit on those thrones together. All right, beautiful. Now let's look into your tarot. King of Cups, okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy could be somewhere in your chart. If you're a masculine, if you are a feminine, you're the person you are going to marry, or if you're in this harmonious relationship already, could have strong Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in their chart, or could just be someone who is very loving. Now, this is the kind of love that is not always expressed in words, but deeply felt, and the kind of energy that you can feel very strongly, even if you don't get the words. So this could be someone who is not very verbal about their feelings, but they will show you. Now, if this is you, this is your confirmation for you. There's definitely more love coming into your life in general. Feeling more loved, embodying the energy of love, unconditional love, universal love, and loving your life, loving what you're doing. Doing something you love. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's those resources. So if you've been having trouble managing your resources, or you were dealing with less resources than you would like, 5 of Pentacles, yeah, confirming what I'm saying here. And going back to that maybe a lack mindset, or the way money was showing up in your life, that's about to change. And the reason why you weren't achieving something on a material level had a lot to do with that devil in the mind, because now I'm seeing it says the devil's cigar. So smoke and mirrors, that smoke coming out of the cigar, it was smoke and mirrors. It was deceptive. The way you were thinking was deceptive. It was deceiving you. What you were holding on to, if it was a mindset, it was a deceptive mindset, and that's about to change. So your financial circumstances are taking a positive change. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, that mind, a change in your mindset. There was something about your mindset that was destructive, and you're turning it around, and hence, because of this, you're turning your life around, and we have the Ace of Wands. You're having a new, more enthusiastic, more passionate beginning in your life in general. New hope, renewed hope, feeling alive again, feeling that zest for life again, and taking a chance on a new beginning. This could be related to another person who is in some way helping you into turning your life around in some way. We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces, so I feel there's going to be a new beginning for you and things really taking a turn for the better around, I think you're going to really turn your life around the month of February. Between February and March, you're going to have a new beginning where you're turning your life around. Beautiful. Okay, guys, this was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. What a beautiful reading. Honestly, it was a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon in case you didn't know. I do have a new channeled message I uploaded there very recently. You can check it out, link in the description box. We also have collective readings over there as well as pick-a-cards, okay? So, have a beautiful day, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose the Nine of Pentacles. This is going to be a reading about all the new blessings, the next big blessings in your life. The number 9 could be significant. You could be closing a cycle. You could be working on being financially independent or independent in some way in your life. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being able to make enough for yourself that you don't really depend on others. All right. Sacral chakra. Wow, look at that. Yes, you're getting like a boost of energy. And it says core of creation. The number 3 could be relevant. You're about to create something. You're about to create stability for yourself, financial stability, but you're about to create something. Or you're about to become a lot more creative. And you're going to make progress. You're reconnecting to your sensuality. Your libido could be going up. Feeling more grateful for your body, some kind of a glow up when it comes to your body possibly as well, and creating something. More pleasure in your life. It could be something to do with intimacy as well. Your emotional responses. You could be also tweaking when it comes to your emotional responses, working on that. Letting go of anything that's stopping your creativity, that's blocking your creativity. So you could have been experiencing creative block. You're also possibly learning and creating healthy boundaries. So if people were overstepping your boundaries, I believe you're starting to show people where the boundary is, where your limits are, what is acceptable to you, what is not. And you're standing firm on those boundaries. Because if people were overstepping your boundaries and taking too much from you or putting you in a state or affecting you emotionally, it's like you're not going to allow that anymore so that you can create. You're going to value your body a lot more and treat your body as sacred, as the temple that it is. And you're going to treat yourself as sacred. And you're going to set the example on how people should treat you as well. I feel as a process and a part of this is that you're also going to be treating your sexuality as sacred. There's some part of you has understood that when we have sexual exchanges with whomever that is, sometimes we take on their own characteristics. So whatever the frequency that person is in, low or high, we take that upon ourselves when we interact sexually with these people, whoever they are, whether it's good or bad. And so I don't know if you're being more selective about who you interact with sexually, who you give your body to, whose energy you allow in your body, because your body is a physical vessel, right? But it allows in other people's energy through your body as well. And there's something you become aware of when it comes to this. And from now on, you're being more protective and selective of your energy when it comes to that as well, that exchange. You could have strong Pisces in your chart, doesn't have to be. Allowing. The word, because this has a lot of words here, but the word I'm being drawn to here is the word allowing. What are you allowing in your life, in your space, in your body, in your soul, in your mind, in your emotions? Right? What are you allowing? You're asking yourself very, very deep questions about what it is that you're going to allow moving forward. And it's like you're taking out the junk of what you're not allowing, you are decluttering. Whether that be physical items, things, relationships, places, thoughts, behaviors even. What behaviors will you allow yourself? Will you allow into your life? To what degree will you allow someone into your life? And why? So you're also tapping into your feelings and into your intuition. You're allowing your feelings to guide you, and hence you're allowing your intuition to guide you. Opposition, balance. You're taking a good look at yourself in the mirror. You're asking yourself questions, and you're being very honest with yourself in answering these questions. You're being confronted with a lot of truths here. You're being called out in many ways. You're being tested. A lot of what you see is all about conflict with others or an inner conflict, or you will feel conflicted about what you see, about your own behaviors at points sometimes. But I do feel you're going to do something with this. You're being made conscious of a lot about yourself and others. How you interact, why you are in the situation you are, what has brought you to this point, what has created obstacles in your life, and how are you going to turn those obstacles into stepping stones? Because I do see one of the biggest blessings coming your way is you bringing your life into balance by turning obstacles into stepping stones and weeding out the weed, really, so that your crops can grow. Obviously, metaphorically, maybe some of you are actually doing this. Mars. And because of that, you're going to feel re-energized. You're going to feel alive again. You're going to feel that energy coming back to you. Because what happened here, I feel, is that I'm seeing people in your life here, okay? Because the sacral chakra, as well as the solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus showed up in a pile 1, so there could be messages there for you because I'm seeing a lot of yellow here. But let's focus on the sacral. These two chakras, especially as well with the base chakra, which is red. And I'm seeing red there, so that could also be involved. And I do see possibly a connection here to the base chakra. Interactions with other people, not having healthy boundaries with people, has allowed them to siphon your energy, to drain you. And by creating these healthy boundaries and turning these obstacles into stepping stones, you're decluttering your whole energy to make way for more of a flow, so that more positive energy can enter your life, so you can move in the positive direction that you were always meant to go in. But it's like you're picking up now. You're being activated into this right now. And there's a reason why this is right now. Along with this, I'm seeing the word courage there. You were somehow lacking the courage. You weren't feeling independent of some circumstance or relationship. And the reason why was because you were lacking the courage, was because you were allowing someone or people too much into your space to the point where they were living through you, using your body. Okay, now this could be sexually or otherwise, right? Using your body could be using you as a way of making money so that they could benefit from that, right? Doesn't matter how they were using your vessel. So these people have their own vessels, right? But that's not enough for them. They need to go into someone else's vessel and use that vessel too, so they can live 2, 3, 4 lives, and they can have 4 times more, 5 times more, 10 times more the productivity. But you're going to cut these people out. You're going to give them back their responsibilities, so they have to fend for themselves. Up until now, it seems like you've been enabling someone, or you've been enabling a lot of people, and the weight has all been on your back. I'm seeing the 10 of Wands here. It's like it's been overwhelming, overburdening. You've been burdened with other people's responsibilities that they put on you, and you're giving it back to them. And because of that, you're freeing your energy, and you're going to feel so much lighter, so much more ignited and passionate, and it's like you're going to soar, you're going to fly, you're going to move a lot faster because of this. You're going to have the courage to set these boundaries, so that you have the courage, so that you free your space and you allow yourself your own vessel. And that is going to build up your strength, build up your self-worth, your self-confidence, and eventually, when that is strong enough, you're going to have the courage to take action on something you were lacking the courage to do. Third house, probably to communicate something important. Okay? Or to move where you feel like you should move. To progress in the way you feel like you want to progress. With your thoughts, with your ideas, for what your life should be, not someone else's. First house. It's all about you now. It's your time. You've done everything you could for other people. You've done everything you should do for others. And now it's the time for you to experience life the way you want to experience this. The first house is the house of the self. You're going to treat your body the way you want it to be treated. You're going to be a living example of how others should treat you. You maybe are going to work on your self-image. You're going to communicate what your life philosophy is, how you want to live for you, because you came to this earth alone. You're leaving alone. Well, hopefully with loved ones around you, but you know what I mean. When you leave, you're going to be the one leaving. You're there's no one holding your hand to go with you. So it's your life to live. And you're going to be telling people, look, this is how I'm going to live. So you are asserting your independence with this Nine of Pentacles here. This is telling me you're asserting your independence and you're asserting yourself on how you want to live and what you want your life to be like. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not harming anyone. I'm not seeing any negative energy here where you're harming people with this. You're just deciding, look, this is what I want for me. This is an awakening. You're becoming aware of what's right for you. You're coming back to consciousness after other people knocked you out of your own consciousness, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. Ninth house. And your life is going to expand so much more from now on. For some of you, you're traveling long distance. You need to get your passport ready. There's a new beginning, possibly in another country for some of you. For some of you, you're going to be accepted into a university as a teacher or a student. For some of you, you're just going to maybe work in the travel industry or work in a different country or move to a different country or just travel to a different country. But you're on a spiritual quest here. There's a shake in your belief system. There's a sense of a growing faith in yourself. And because of that, you're going to be taking risks and going on some kind of an adventure here. Ascendant outlook. Your outlook on life is changing. Your worldview. You're drawing a new mission statement for yourself or for your business. The way you express yourself, the way you affect the world, your role in this world, your mark, the mark you want to leave on others, your attitude, your outer self, your point of view, possibly your body image, your whole aura is changing. Your whole approach to life. The impact you have on others. Likeness. People are going to like you more for being true to yourself. People are going to love that first impression. And look at all those colors. We have base chakra color, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. But we have a little hidden blue there. You're going to speak up for yourself. That is a throat chakra. You're going to speak up for yourself. With that third house energy there, that's telling me. Third house is the house of communication. You're going to speak up for yourself. Communication and self, speaking up for yourself. Saying what you mean, meaning what you say. Mars, assertiveness. Assertive communication from now on. You can say what you want in a loving and kind way. Okay? You can. You can say no in a loving and kind way. And I feel that's the energy you're stepping into. Signs I'm seeing besides Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Aries, again, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Some of you are going to travel on a plane, okay? But you're going to feel more enthusiastic about life once you draw these healthy boundaries, once you assert yourself, your independence, your perception, your will, the way you want to live. Because it's like you've gained a new perspective on things. You've been doing a lot of spiritual growth. And as a result of that, you've come to the conclusion that you need to make these adjustments here. It's like you're freeing yourself. You're feeling more happy-go-lucky. You're seeking a more meaningful life, and that's the life you're going to have, and that's the trajectory that you're going on right now. Chiron, and this is a result of a lot of healing, right? And this is going to be a very healing process for you, of growth, of release, personal development, letting go of inherited issues, letting go of generational karma, ancestral trauma, letting go of self-doubt, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, turning your pain into a superpower, reclaiming your superpowers. I feel you guys are highly psychic and you're very clairvoyant. There's something about you being either a very visual person or having strong visuals in your mind's eye or strong dreams, right? You maybe cried a lot. Capricorn, the boss, maybe you are a boss or your own boss. You're definitely bossing up and becoming the boss of your own life. Structuring yourself in the direction you want to go in. And you have the power to do this. Breaking through your own rigidities. Maintaining the discipline, but whatever you had to learn about discipline and structure and enduring and tradition and structure and responsibilities, you've done all that. You have enough of a solid foundation so that you can now free yourself. You will be okay. You will be more than okay. Second house, your money will be fine because that's the house of assets. Your money will be very stable. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you will be okay financially. So that is telling me you will be financially independent. Mercury, speak up. Gemini and Virgo energy. Speak up. You have a good brain, right? You compute really well. You don't need other people telling you what to do. This time you're telling other people what you're going to do, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to say, look, this is what I'm going to do. Square, challenge. Yeah, there's going to be people who don't like this. You may create tension with someone, but that's just life, right? There could be some stalls, some pressure, some frustrations here, some struggles, but you're going to work things out. You're going to work things out, and people are going to understand you. And in fact, people need this from you because they've become too comfortable with how things have been. Of course you become comfortable. Some people become extremely comfortable using someone else's vessel so they can get so much more out of life, right? But they have to learn how to use their own and to tap into their own superpowers, not using yours all the time. Chariot, for some of you there's definitely travel here on the horizon. Cancerian energy, the number 7 could be relevant. The month of July could be relevant here. The Empress, oh yes, that's you reclaiming your power, all back to you. And you know what? Fortune favors the brave, and the universe is going to be very generous with you because you're doing this. Because you deserve it. It's your birthright. You're going to get a lot more support than you think you are. You're going to get a lot more resources than you think you would. And you're going from the 9 of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress, straight into the Empress. So not only will you be financially independent and stand on your own 2 feet, you will thrive. Abundant resources, prosperity, love, support. Highly attractive, by the way. Attracting in people, resources, things, money, everything you need. It's here. 3. Making that progress you want to make. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ace of Swords, a new beginning based on the truth. You're finally seeing the truth. You've had an epiphany. You're waking up to the truth. And you're realizing, wait a second, I need to start in a new way. I need a fresh start. Because now I've seen the truth. I've waken up. I can't unsee this. Let's do it. Ace of Cups, self-love, right? A journey of self-love. New emotional beginnings, giving to yourself, taking care of yourself. Because when you fill your cup, you have more to give others. If your cup is always empty, you really have nothing to give. Even if you think you're giving, people are not really receiving much from you, if that makes sense. And then they're going to keep asking for more, but give me more. Why aren't you giving me more? Well, you have nothing to give because you haven't been filling your cup. People haven't allowed you. You haven't allowed yourself. You haven't told people, look, enough. I need to fill my cup now. But you are. You're going to say enough. And once your cups are filled, once you've learned this new self-love, then you'll have a lot more to give to other people. But meanwhile, they're going to have the tools, or they're going to have to figure it out to fill out their own cups in the meantime. And once you have a lot to give, everyone will have a lot more to give to each other. Hanged Man. You're seeing life from a different perspective. You're seeing things upside down from a different perspective. 12, the number 12 could be relevant, which is also a 3, which is allowing you to progress. Any times you felt stagnant in your life was because you weren't doing this. You weren't setting healthy boundaries. You weren't speaking up for yourself. You weren't filling your cup, and you're realizing that now. And because of that, you're going to turn things around, and you're going to show the world the real you. And you're going to celebrate, and you're going to close the cycle. I feel you're having a new beginning around the month of August. Could be August this year, August next year. It's around the month of August. Or if you're watching this in August, you're closing this cycle right now. And you're in this energy already of showing the world who you truly are, asserting yourself, aligning with that energy, and telling people, hey, this is who I am. And guess what? I'm powerful. I have everything I need. Beautiful. Pile 3, enough said. That is your reading. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.